what I like is that our show, this show, the Almost Tomorrow show, is about what we think, and everything we say is like our opinion. So you can't fact check me. I might say something that's wrong, but that's why you're listening to the show, right? It's something that
Well,
you
please
can
do
disagree.
fact check him.
It's like,
We should get a counter for every time Mo's wrong.
Oh God.
I'm never wrong. Fact check that.
Oh
Right?
God.
No, but it's a personality thing. But that's the good thing about the show is you can't fact check me. If you fact check me, it's like, okay, well, big deal. I misspoke. Big
Yeah,
Big deal,
fucking
you know?
deal.
Well, I think that also goes to show that you should never take anything you hear on this show as gospel.
that's
That's
very
very
true.
Not that you would. I don't know
the
why
truth.
anybody would, but we're just kind of off the cuff here. So
But we are trying to get you engaged too. So think about it that way.
Engaged
if we
and
do say
entertained.
something, you get engaged, mission accomplished on our end. It could be good or bad, you know.
Missionary accomplished.
Missionary. My favorite
missionary accomplice.
Missionary accomplished.
What do you get when you take three crazy and opinionated real guys, real friends, butting heads over different issues? A night at a gay bathhouse, you say? Close. This is the Almost Tomorrow Show. From world events to crazy shit on the internet, and definitely reacting to Karens.
Could I speak to the manager, please?
It's loud and in your face, but we have fun. Welcome to the Almost Tomorrow Show. And here are your hosts, Jamie Flores, Mo Wadan, and Nathan Collins.
I don't know, Mo. Let's do a topic change here then.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I do want to talk about something, and I want to talk about like music, right? Today's music, because that's how I know I'm getting old. I feel like I'm getting old, right?
You are getting old.
'Cause-
How old are you?
I am 33 years old, going on 34. I think.
Damn,
I,
this guy's an ancient.
No,
man.
we're not. I'm 34, and I'm going to be 35 in January next month.
Whew.
This motherfucker's only 6 months younger than me, so he is 34.
Oh, you see?
About to be 35.
You didn't even know your own age.
Okay, that's another example right there.
Cancel him.
I don't care. Like that's something like I guess I got to a certain age where
It doesn't matter anymore.
I just don't care about my age because every time I say my age, I say shit. I'm getting
You
old.
see that number getting up.
You know, and it happens so fast now.
I think after 25, that's when I really stopped giving a shit because your insurance rate goes down, and then that's the only thing
only
you have to
benefit,
look up.
yeah.
Yeah,
the-
well, I don't know. Like, when can you run for president? I think you have to be over
35,
34 or 35?
35, I believe. But
So you can almost run for
Fuck
president.
yeah, man. Vote Jamie Flores for
Jamie
fucking
Flores.
president.
Please don't.
Jamie Flores
don't,
for president.
Don't throw your vote away.
Hey, come on. It wouldn't be thrown away. I would not. I would rebuild the middle class.
Yeah,
I would.
okay.
I
you
would focus.
You would actually have to create a middle class right now because
Yeah.
right
You would
now
have to be middle class.
I don't know.
I
if
am
there
middle
is-
class.
You'd have to get
I'm a-
some sort of class. You
Dude,
got
I'm
none.
a 60,000aire. Don't give me that
Ooh,
shit. I am
60,000aire.
I'm
Wow.
a 60,000aire, man.
I used to have a friend
Fuck.
that he was like, I want to grow up and I'm going to be a thousandaire. I'm going to be the world's first thousandaire. And he was under the assumption that a thousandaire is richer than like a billionaire.
Wow. Did he ever make it?
No, actually, we were going to Job Corps. at
You
the
were going
time,
to Job Corps?
So we weren't very smart back then.
So what is a thousandaire? Just $1,000?
I would imagine that you just have thousands of dollars in the bank.
Just
you know?
$1,000.
Like, no, you would have to be a thousandaire, right? So you would have to have multiple thousands.
No, you can a thousandaire. You can have 1,000 and
No,
be a
that's
thousandaire.
true.
If
Yeah.
you have $1 million, you're a millionaire.
That is very
Yeah.
true.
So
It's
$1,000.
not a very high goal then.
I'm a thousandaire right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I achieved my goal.
There's a lot of
achieved his
people that
goal.
aren't. They don't have any money in the bank. They're living paycheck to paycheck.
It's crazy that statistic that most families in America don't have $500 in the bank
For
to
in
cover
case
an
of
emergency.
That would just
or
blow
something, yeah.
my mind.
For real, man.
Like anything can take up $500.
Dude, I bought this house and a month in and my AC blows out. Guy comes out, $5,000 bill to replace everything.
That's more than
So I'm
$500.
That's one of the
What do you
most
do,
common
finance
things
it?
that happens when you purchase something. It's like the curse of buying a brand new car. What's the first thing that happens to your car when you buy it brand new?
It depreciates as soon as you drive off the lot.
No,
Yeah.
well, that's that. But then also when you go to Walmart, it's just like a magnet for carts.
Fucking cart, yeah.
It's just a magnet. Like all of a sudden you got a ding there, ding there,
Dude.
ding there, scratch there.
That's why I hope that Tesla gets this whole self-driving thing right, because then I would just have it drive me there, drop me off, circle around the parking lot for the 45 minutes it takes me to
Man.
shop.
for real.
It's gonna be great.
Well,
It's
we'll
gonna
see
be
if it
great. Like,
happens.
hey, take my kids to school. Once they
Yeah.
get to a point where they can just go out, I don't even have to worry about public transportation or anything.
Well,
we could just
yeah, that's
order
true.
them a fucking
Like
virtual
a
Uber.
Yeah, like a Uber or a Lyft or something like that, and it's all going to be automated. That's going to be awesome. It's going to come to a point where you don't have to own a car.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
you just order it, and it probably makes more financial sense to do that. Just
Yeah,
all
man.
depending on the situation. But let me go back to that topic about getting old.
Yes,
Right.
Let's get into it.
So, like music, you remember back in the day when we were younger, we would hear our parents, our grandparents, the older generations talk about our music sucked, right? We're like, your music is not even music, and we were like, whatever, you know.
What is today's music?
Well, like
K-pop.
mumble rap
Is it
and
K-pop?
K-pop.
K-pop and mumble rap and
That's what the kids are listening to?
Man, it's
Man.
crazy.
Gosh.
So that's
like a
how
lot of EDM. Like,
that's how I know
That's a
I'm
lot of
getting old, right? Because I
BDSM.
listen to today's music and I'm like, this is not music. Back in my day, see, like now, it's like it's a thing that keeps on repeating itself.
Right. Yeah,
My day,
cyclical.
that was the real music.
it's like a now, like it was like music. This isn't our music. It was like the old, like this is music. What the fuck is it called? Remember that old CD, like the now music CDs
Oh,
and shit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I was talking
Kids
about-
Bop
yeah.
or whatever.
Well, no, it was like
Like
now.
now,
This is
2001.
yeah,
you know,
some shit. I forgot
There's
what
somebody
it
out there who has every single one of those CDs
Oh my
cataloged
God.
It was
on
my
their
mom.
shelf.
My
Did you
mom
inherit
was in
those?
this-
They're gonna.
They're probably in the trash now. But it's funny because even her music, when I was younger, my mom would listen to music and I'd be like, ugh, man.
We all grew up in the '90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were born in '87, and then
You were born like 1994 or something.
What? No,
You're a baby.
'92.
Oh, I was so off. But damn, there's a huge difference between like 87 and 92. Like it just think about it. It's just
It's a 5-year difference.
yeah. But
5 years is a lot.
It's a lot, man. It is a lot.
It's getting to be less and less.
Like
It
you
is
were
becoming less and
yeah,
less.
but I was in middle school when you were in elementary school. Like by the
you were
time
probably
me
in high school when I was in elementary school.
probably.
Well, that's the time that we spent in high school because all we did was cut.
Man, though, I don't know about you guys, but you're probably not listening to '80s music as much as you are '90s now.
Well,
you know?
Well,
I
that's the thing though. It now I can listen to it, right? Because the 80s music brings back memories of my mom listening to that music. I hated it before. I'm like, "Oh, this is garbage."
My mom used to listen to like Kiss and AC/DC on records and shit when I was a kid, like records and cassette tapes and shit. So I would listen to like Enter Sandman or Kiss, Detroit Rock City, and I started playing guitar around like 13 years old, and that's what I was listening to. I was listening to Metallica and
Right. I remember
trying to learn that shit, and it was very 80s.
But nowadays, like, no matter what you listened to back then, nowadays the music is just kind of like, I don't know. It's noise. It just sounds like noise to me.
Yeah.
When I listen to it on the radio, it's like,
But Jamie's example is kind of skewed, right? Because rock, that's what
It's
rock
timeless,
is.
man. It's timeless.
No,
is anybody making new rock?
that's what I'm saying. I don't think
Yeah.
new rock it doesn't have the same effect as the old rock. People are still listening to like Guns N' Roses,
Yeah, it's
Metallica,
classics,
but it's still
Shit.
like playing on the radio.
Yeah.
Like it's brand new. Like it's constantly being played on the radio. You don't hear a lot of new shit. Like,
No.
the new shit is not fire.
Not really. Yeah.
When it comes to rock,
It's just it never
you
gets.
know?
It's like all hip hop.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of how
Rap
the
and-
industry goes. Like metal was always kind of it was a beast back in the 80s, but you know, majorities have changed. Just you know, look at the majorities of minorities. They're all African American and Hispanic. So a lot of the stuff that are coming out are going to be your
Targets them. Yeah.
you know your hip hop.
Who did the whole dubstep scene target?
That was like EDM.
Dubstep?
There was a lot of like
Who's
the
dubstep?
You don't know what dubstep is?
Dubstep is?
No.
You've heard dubstep, dude.
Oh, maybe.
It's like that,
It's-
huge amount of bass. And
Are you talking about
Your
like
face.
you like dubstep?
what's the Europeans? The Europeans like techno.
Yeah, they like their techno.
They love
They've
their
loved
techno.
it for forever.
Well, that's their party shit. you
Hey,
know?
butter.
when I hear techno, like the amp, like just oh man, it's like a level. It just keeps getting higher and higher and higher, higher. And all of a sudden, you catch yourself fucking dancing and shit.
Man.
You're like, what the fuck? It's like-
I listen to a lot of video game music,
Well, that would fucking be in your wheelhouse right there. Shit like that.
right? But I mean, when we're talking about nostalgia factor, right? The music you grew up with and everything. To me, that comes down to the video games that I played way back in the day, you know. Right. I mean, talk about nostalgia. Jesus. But I listen to that and it just kind of gets me in that upbeat mood, remembering those good times when I was playing fucking 007 Nightfire on the PS2 with my friends or something. You guys ever
Yeah,
play that game?
Nightfire?
Yeah.
No, I was a GoldenEye guy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm a
Nightfire.
little older than you, sir.
In-
a little older. Remember 5 years?
Yeah, I remember. I played GoldenEye. But
GoldenEye was my
I remember playing Odd Job. And with Odd Job, you get that hat. And the hat was just so overpowered. You could basically throw it across the entire map. And it would just home in on, somebody. Yeah, you don't even have to look. You just basically 360 no-scope the hat. And it just flies across and one shot kills people. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a cheat. Fucking hack like a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I don't know. I got to a certain age where I stopped playing video games because you had to be home to play video games. And I got to a point where I tried to avoid being home. So I kind of once I got to an age where I can leave the house and I could be out the house all day, I was taking advantage of it. I was out.
Yeah, that was opposite for me. I was like, how can I make money?
Well, that's another thing. I would leave my house and I'd go to your house, and then I would be in your bedroom.
Mo, what music did you listen to growing up? I bet you it was 80s.
No. It definitely wasn't 80s. It was more like R&B and hip hop back in the
Oh, was it?
late 90s, early 2000s.
oh, dude, man, I remember. You remember when that Nelly Country Grammar
Oh,
album
Nelly.
came out?
Yeah.
Mo burned a fucking hole in the CD that he listened to it so damn much.
Let me tell
I'm
you, that,
surprised that motherfucker didn't come out in rings because he fucking
Country
listened-
Grammar was probably one of the best CDs growing up.
Country Grammar.
Yeah,
It was
Nelly.
Nelly Country Grammar.
I got to listen to this because I'm
every
going.
track-
down, baby, don't you
Oh, my God.
Every track was fire. Every track was fire. Just like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. That was another one.
It's crazy because I was listening to Wu-Tang Clan.
Huh.
I was listening at the same time, he's listening to Country Grammar and fucking Nelly. I'm listening to Big Pun, fucking
So
DMX.
you listen to anything new? Like
nowadays?
yeah,
No.
maybe passively on the radio every now and then, but nothing catches your ear anymore, right?
No, nothing with the passion that I had before.
Right.
Because now I listen to music and I get offended. I'm
just-
one of those,
yeah.
this is crazy. It's ridiculous. This is not music. It might have a nice, catchy tune or something like that, but I cannot. My problem is I compare it, right? I do a comparison. I'd be like, nope, Country Grammar's still better,
Yeah, it's I'd rather listen to
Eminem was
that than
better,
this, right?
Yeah. So it's I compare it because I'd be like, don't come out here thinking you're the best when you can't even beat Eminem. You can't
Oh,
beat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Eminem's the greatest.
That's hard.
So,
That's a hard comparison.
Well,
But-
it is. So why not keep listening to the best until something better comes out?
Yeah, but you also got to think about how you're not really looking for better stuff either. Like,
Yeah, you just need to be open because it's all art. You know what I mean? Look at like Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator, he does weird shit. Like his stuff is weird, but he hit #1 on the Billboard for a reason. You know?
Yeah, but you know what? Another thing that I would listen to, like let's just say like R&B, right? Okay, one of my all-time favorite singers, which I love her voice, Keisha Cole.
Wow, I haven't heard Keisha Cole in a
Bro,
minute.
her voice
I don't even know
is
who that
like,
is.
like an angel.
he looks
right?
at me.
But it was like pure.
Was an angel.
It was pure. It was so pure. It was like her voice. Now everybody can be a singer.
Sounds
because
like,
it's
one of
all
those
auto-tune.
castrati. If
Back
you
in
want
the
to
day.
hear an angelic voice, go like look up, those youth boys choirs.
No.
What the
no.
fuck? Where did that
What
come
the
from, man?
fuck?
Nobody's gonna.
Well, we're talking
Hey,
about like
we-
angelic sound quality here.
No, man. I'm talking about like something that when
It will catch
Keisha
you,
when,
you know?
hey, when Keisha Cole was singing, you can feel the pain. You can feel the emotions in her voice. Like it was so for real. It was.
I think
real.
we're talking about different things then.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
definitely. If you're talking about choir boys and
You're
shit.
really
But
talking
no,
about
they're
singing
like
hymns and shit.
not hymns, but they have like this certain tonal quality before they hit puberty. Actually, back in the day,
They
the
used to cut their
church,
nuts and shit.
they would call them the castrati because they would want to maintain
Castrate
that
them,
sound quality into their adult years.
What else was that called? They were called like
Eunuch?
Munichs. Yeah,
Eunuch, yeah.
Munichs.
Although, I mean, the castrati were just specifically for the.
Jamie's like, fuck.
Why are we talking about balls?
I mean, you're
being
basically
cut off?
you're chemically castrated.
Yeah.
I'm not
oh,
chemically.
Oh no,
castrated.
you're right. You just got
I'm
snipped.
Speaking of-
I'm tied off. I'm not even.
Michael Jackson said he was
Here we are
chemically
coming back to that
castrated.
vasectomy.
Michael
by-
Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson said that he was chemically castrated by his father.
He had
No way,
2
because he
kids.
has kids.
I said chemically. I don't fucking know.
No,
It's just
I don't.
the
he-
doctor that
He
killed
has a
him.
kid named Blanket.
But the doctor that
Really?
killed him.
Yes.
He really has a kid named Blanket.
Yeah, the kid's name is Blanket.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was a South Park joke.
No, like his
No,
kid is
no,
Blanket.
no.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but he also has his daughter.
Yeah, he has a girl too.
Man, I remember when I heard that Michael Jackson died. I was in a road trip, I think, or
That
at
was-
least I was in the car with the family.
That was the craziest thing. That was crazy when he died. I felt
Did
it.
he
I know
also
my mom
die
felt
in the
it too.
toilet?
No. He didn't. That
It was
was
an overdose or something, wasn't it?
It was. It was given by a doctor.
Yeah.
It was-
Oh man.
yeah. That.
I will say, for all the weirdness and drama that was Michael Jackson, he was one hell of a performer.
Yes, he was. He was a legend. Legend. And the crazy thing is, he didn't have to die to become a legend. He was a living legend. A lot of
Yeah.
people that become legends are only legends after they die.
Yeah, like
You know?
Pac and
Yep.
Biggie. I mean,
But he was a true living legend.
so
crazy.
it says what's Blanket Jackson's real name? Michael Jackson's youngest son has stepped into the spotlight to highlight climate change. B.G. Jackson, who was born Prince Michael Jackson II, and formerly known as Blanket, made a rare TV appearance with the world leaders taking action. So,
And-
yeah, so it's Prince Michael Jackson II.
Wow. Well, okay. Talk about living legends. Prince was another living legend.
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
He always confused me because I wasn't sure of like who he was, because he had girls, right? Like women would.
Dude, that's the fluid of sexuality with him.
Fluidity,
You know? Yeah, the fluidity of sexuality with him because, dude, I think Prince he did what he wanted. Prince was Prince. When he came back, he was the artist,
Yeah,
You know,
formerly known.
formerly known as Prince. He was fighting not only the record industry and keeping his masters, which were, the most valuable part of your music. He was fighting the industry with his masters, and, people were all like, he's gay and all sex. He wasn't really anything. He
was
didn't really
Prince.
had a label. Yeah, he was Prince. you
Well,
know?
formerly known as Prince. So how does that work? If you're like, is he no longer Prince? Who was he? What was his name after that? Did he
The
have a last
artist?
name?
No, I think that was his name. Was formerly
The
known.
artist. He came back as the artist.
So he legally changed his name to the artist
The
formerly
artist.
known as Prince.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ron Artest changing to Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't
Look
know.
at this picture of Prince, though. Oh, my God.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
this.
wow.
Look at that. Oh.
That is definitely a picture of Prince.
It's like his mustache was uniform.
Although if you showed it to me, I would never know it was Prince
What do you mean? He looks just like Prince.
because he is Prince.
Well,
Right.
I'm just
just
saying.
like
But you're like, you
this
just
picture
showed it to
right
me.
here
and it's like, who the fuck
definitely
is that?
looks like when you look at it, you're like, oh shit, that's Prince. But it's weird because he had that thick ass uniform mustache. He had his lip gloss popping though. I'd say that.
Man, would you ever wear makeup?
I've worn makeup.
Yes, he has, and he's painted his nails.
Yep, for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I was a weird kid.
Yes, he
growing up,
was.
man. I was a fucking, I played guitar in metal bands.
He was a flip flopper. Because one day he was thug and hood. Next day he was
I wasn't
emo.
a flip flopper. I wasn't doing shit. I was me, motherfucker.
No, he was.
Tell me,
he was everything.
I didn't just do what the fuck I wanted to
You
do.
did. You
Sounds
did.
like
That's
you
what-
were a flip flop with a broken toe strap.
But that's why you get mad at me because I was like, man, your style reminds me of Tom McDonald.
This
And
motherfucker said I look like Tom McDonald.
No, I didn't say you look like him. I said he reminds me because he does like whatever, right?
But I was doing that before Tom McDonald. Like,
And that's why I
that
said
was
you
me as a
remind-
kid.
Right. You remind me. You guys have the same kind of like style.
He reminds you of me.
yeah.
He reminds you, not me.
Does it
remind
matter? Because
Yes, 'cause
1
I
plus
came
1
first.
equals
So
2.
wait, who came
Doesn't
first?
matter.
I came
The
first.
Tom
motherfucker.
McDonald or the Jamie Flores?
I came before Tom McDonald on Tom McDonald.
It's 1 plus 1. Doesn't matter which one he is.
I don't know. It's a chicken and the
Equals
egg
2.
scenario.
No. I came first. My style came before Tom McDonald's style.
Coming quickly does not necessarily mean it's a good thing, you know.
Sometimes you just got to get your own rocks off. Like,
I mean, yeah, there's some truth to that, but you know, it's very unconscientious of you.
so Mo says that Tom McDonald reminds him of me
Yes.
because I don't remind him of Tom McDonald.
Pull
because
up,
I came
It's
first.
the same thing.
It is
to me.
not the same fucking
It
shit.
is the same.
I came first, motherfucker. You knew me before you knew who the fuck Tom McDonald was.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how you say it. It's
No,
like,
it does matter because I came first.
So you remind me of Tom
No,
McDonald?
the
or I
other
say
way
Mc-
around.
Okay.
Tom McDonald reminds you of
All
me.
right, so I'll correct
I don't know.
myself then.
I mean,
Timeline,
it doesn't
motherfucker.
necessarily mean that Tom McDonald has to remind Mo of you. You what?
You're going to get confused,
Yeah,
right?
see?
Because
Tom
it doesn't
McDonald-
matter. Right?
I
I
mean-
mean, it doesn't
McDonald
matter how you
style.
say it.
It does.
The
It doesn't
same-
matter who came first necessarily. Like Jamie, you could still remind me of Tom McDonald even though I knew you first.
No, fuck that.
Yeah,
No,
I mean it's
I'm-
possible.
I'm more
You know,
important.
like damn, you remind me of Tom McDonald.
But that's the part he takes personal. It's like, oh, but I was there first. But
No,
it
no.
doesn't matter.
And I take it personal because he's a white dude.
I don't know. It matters. Like if I look at your face and Tom McDonald's face comes up in my mind, then you remind me of Tom McDonald, because that's literally reminding me of Tom McDonald. But if I see Tom McDonald's face and I don't, think of you, I'm sorry. You're just kind of out of the money there.
yeah, but it's not. I'm not talking about
Technicalities.
looks, right? We're not talking about looks, and we're not talking about skin color.
No, we're talking about like reminding.
Yeah, it's just
Skin
it
color.
could be anything.
What?
Because it was more of his style. His style
okay, yeah.
reminds
Yeah,
me
yeah,
of
yeah.
Jamie, or Jamie reminds me of
Right,
him.
yeah. It just has to be reminding.
Yeah,
So I'm sorry, Jamie.
I'm not saying that's your like clone or something.
Mo's world does not revolve around you.
Yes, it does.
No,
It's fucking
no,
world.
it doesn't.
You may live on the planet, but you are not the center of the solar system.
I'm the fucking sun. I am the sun in this universe, motherfucker.
Burning out quick.
I'm a gas giant.
You are a gassy giant. Talking about no gallbladder.
I don't have a gallbladder.
Yeah, that's why you're gassy.
That's not why I'm gassy. That's
Let's
why I
talk about his
poop.
diarrhea.
As soon
Go
as
ahead,
I
go
drink
ahead.
coffee.
Oh, what happens?
I drink
Nobody
coffee,
gets gas
It
from
goes
drinking
down to
coffee.
the bottom.
Pees out of his butthole. He just pees out of his butthole. That's
It's
it.
Niagara Falls coming out of there. It's a dirty Niagara Falls.
Coffee just goes right through me.
Jesus,
man.
are you eating the grains too?
Oh no! I mean, with this coffee maker, fuck. Sometimes
I don't even know who Tom McDonald is.
you've heard of him.
You've
that
heard
fake
of him.
woke.
Yeah.
We listened to that song not too long ago when it came.
Yeah, maybe.
Everything he makes nowadays is like fire.
He actually did pick up his shit because it was a lot of hit or miss back when I first heard his stuff. So
probably back in the day. Now he's more polished.
yeah, I think he found his groove
And every time he just keeps on getting better and better and better.
I think he's starting to, because he plays off a lot of the actual time that we're in now.
Yeah.
So he plays a lot about like, you know, shit that triggers people. So I think it's more popular and it's gonna catch.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
he
a lot
does
of
it because
attention.
he looks around. He goes, "Why is this triggering people? It's stupid shit. And why don't you see like the whole big picture? You know, like let's unite."
Because
I love that.
the
I
whole
love
plan is
that.
to divide and conquer, right?
Yes.
They keep us divided. We can't be strong. If we all got together, man, they would have to do what we want because there's more of us than they are of them.
How is it
Yeah,
that
but
we
when
know
does
their
that
plan?
happen? That doesn't happen.
How is it that we know their plan and we can't stop them?
Because they control the money. They control, you know, they control the laws that.
But you know what
Bound
they're
us.
doing to us. So
Well-
why can't we unite? Why is
Well,
it
you
so
know,
difficult
let
for us
me
to
let me
unite?
tell you, because you guys have heard about the whole Kellogg's fiasco, right? With the workers striking.
At
Against
Kellogg's,
Kellogg's?
like the cereal?
Yeah, this
No,
past
know
week.
what's going on.
Yeah. So all the workers, like 1,400 workers or something, were recently fired from Kellogg's because they went on strike. And Kellogg's was like, you know what, we're not going to negotiate. You're all fired, and now we're going to go hire new people to replace you. And, oh my God, guys, the internet did not like that whatsoever. So basically a campaign started where they were spamming the Kellogg's, work site with fake job applications. And people are like creating bots to spam
Wow,
fake
applications.
job applications to Kellogg's so they couldn't hire new people. And so Kellogg's outsourced it to different hiring firms. And now people have started listing all the major hiring firms in those areas and have started to spam them with fake Kellogg's applications.
Wow.
That's gonna stop them. They're gonna be like, look, we can't take this account.
But
Right.
why'd they
know?
go on strike, though? What's the reason behind it?
Working conditions are just garbage. Kellogg's has all-time high profits, and they are just not paying their workers what they are due. It's horrible.
Hey, more power to them, man. Let the people stand up.
Do what
and
you
fight
want
for
to
it.
do,
Yeah.
sure.
everybody. But this guy, I'm not going to buy any Kellogg's products because it's atrocious.
It's not it's not worth it, man. That's the Amazon protest too, in like Georgia. They're trying to unionize.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they had a light. Amazon petitioned the city. I forgot what city. It's in Georgia, but like right outside the facility, there's a stoplight, and everybody, when the light turned red, they would go in the middle of the street and protest in front of all the cars to get people to join the union. And Amazon didn't like that. Even though it was off their property and it was on the main street, they petitioned the city to get the time of that red light to speed up so that they literally couldn't do what they were doing and stop the people. So Amazon went to the city to stop these people because they were gaining so much notoriety with the city too. The news channels came out and
because
they
you're
were
messing
doing
with the money. You mess with the money, the city's gonna get is gonna play ball.
Yeah, the city's gonna definitely. Amazon's a big cash cow. Of course, they're gonna go with it.
Absolutely.
That's kind of shitty, though, to be honest. The fact that you can buy that kind of influence.
Well, money out of politics, man. That's really the game. That's the strategy. If we can get that out, then we can start getting policies. Hopefully, I mean, there's still so many ways that they can drive whatever fucking plan they have into action, but it sucks, man.
Yeah,
it
sucks.
does.
It does.
It does.
But we can make light of it.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break.
We'll be right back
We'll
after
be right
these
back.
messages.
Yeah.
See you soon.
You're listening to the Almost Tomorrow Show. And now your hosts, Jamie Flores, Mo Wadan, and Nathan Collins.
Well, welcome back to the show. Today we decided to
So we're gonna do that again.
podcast. Welcome to the podcast of the Almost Tomorrow Show.
I wish I wasn't here right now. I wish I stayed in bed.
Me
I wish I was in your bed too.
I do have a king size bed.
Oh, me too.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Jamie's over here with the queen. You got a queen, right?
No, I had a California king. Dude.
Oh, damn. Okay, we all got
Yeah,
king.
but you say that like it's better.
You know, I would love a double king
Ooh.
where you get like two kings side by
Yeah.
side.
I don't know if I can fit that in my.
Well, let's
No.
just assume that you had a mansion then, okay? Would you
Okay,
want-
if I had a mansion, maybe. It
Yeah.
would be nice because then
You know,
my kids coming in my
then-
bed won't mess my back up.
You know, in that case, then, you know, my girlfriend, she can get maybe like a king and a half, and I basically get like a full.
For sure. That's
There
how
you
I
go.
feel with my kids, man. God.
Yeah.
right?
Jesus,
Like-
I must be getting old because I feel like I've had this conversation.
It's called deja vu.
Deja who?
Deja ho.
Deja ho.
Deja ho.
I knew a girl whose
Doja
name was
Cat?
Deja.
No, but no, check this out.
Deja-
The,
Yeah,
I know
Jesus,
a
she
girl
had a
named Deja.
twin, and
Her name was Vu?
no, her name was Stephanie. But but the joke was like, you know, we would always do double takes and be like, deja vu? What? You know, like her twin would be like walking down the hallway, and we would like look at her and then look at her sister and be like, what?
Yeah.
So. There's our
poor
Vu.
Nate.
I mean, that's a separate conversation.
Hey, does Alexa be trying to have conversations with you sometimes?
No, if it did, I would be worried about
Bro,
that.
sometimes I
because-
ask Alexa to do something, and she'll do it. And she's like, by the way, did you know? I'd be like, shut the fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh, that's her trying to
I want your
give you an
opinion.
ad. Yeah,
I can't fucking stand that
Wait,
shit.
she's trying to give you an ad? Oh,
yeah. Like they'll do
Why?
like, hey, just know that if you want to check out holiday deals, check out Amazon.
that just pisses me off.
You have no fucking idea. I'll be
It's
like,
like, why are you trying to sell me something? God damn it. Everything tries to sell you shit. Did you know that in China, for the public restrooms, you have to watch a 30-second ad before it gives you toilet paper?
oh, damn.
Are
that
you fucking
sucks.
kidding me?
I
Is
am
that
not
like
kidding
only in
you.
tourist locations?
I'm
No,
trying to-
I don't know. It's like in certain cities, they have dispensers that have a little screen on the side of the toilet paper dispenser, and it gives you 2 sheets of TP for every 30-second
Wow.
ad you watch.
I would just pee on that motherfucker.
It's like, what
Oh,
the?
you go to
It's
jail.
like
Shut
everything is monetized now.
Yeah.
Like, there are ads everywhere. You can't escape them. I just am sick of it.
You know,
There needs to be rules about what can and cannot have ads. I mean, it's just invasive.
I love the way YouTube allows you to skip some commercials.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love that. Like, why can't we have that on our regular TV? Skip. Hey, once in a while, you have no choice but to
Well, you
watch
can't
this 10
because-
second
Yeah.
commercial.
Especially like
It's
in
not
football
streaming.
games and stuff
I mean,
like
it's
that,
fixed. On your TV, it's fixed. You can't really, like, skip it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's being played through a broadcasting company,
Yeah.
you probably won't. But like a
they-
Hulu.
but
and
then you
shit like that.
install an ad blocker onto your TV and shit, and it'll automatically skip the commercials that can be skipped and shit. You know,
Yeah,
it's things like
I would
that.
pay good money for a serious ad blocker.
I think anything that you're watching ads should be free. You know what I mean?
Well, certainly if you're paying for the
Yeah.
service, I don't want to watch ads.
Yeah.
See, I pay for Hulu, and this is what's crazy. I pay for Hulu like $60 a month,
And then you're still watching
and
ads.
then there's still ads on there. Like even though the plan that I have has no ads,
Yeah. Fuck that.
so I'm like, but those are the ads that are from the broadcasting company.
Yeah. That's
You
still
know.
too much, though. Like,
It's like
that
you're
should be
getting
free.
around it. You're
Yeah.
getting around the fact that I'm not paying you directly, but I still gotta watch a fucking, 30-second fucking 2-minute ad for no reason. you
Yeah.
know?
And look at the ads that are playing right now. You okay? I have the cheaper version of Hulu. All the ads, it's all drug companies.
That's why I like Netflix. I don't watch any ads on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trump fire. Which is crazy because I have psoriasis, and it's like on my eyes and elbows and shit.
Oh yeah, they be having the psoriasis commercials.
Yeah, it's all the time, right? So like
I think about you all the time. But like, oh, I wonder if Jamie's taking that.
I'm
Swear to God, when
not.
I see it, I'm like, oh, because they'll have that one psoriasis commercial that has like glass shards. They're saying,
Oh
like,
yeah, it's painful.
it's
It's
glass
really
shards
not
everywhere.
painful unless you're like hacking up your arms and shit. I will say this: I take care of my shit more than a couple other people that I know that have psoriasis, and their shit is jacked up. And I'm like I have pretty big plates and stuff, but man, dude, like these people are just hacking up their elbows and their hands and stuff, and it's crazy because now like for a while it was good and it stayed off my face, but it moves around. Like,
Do you ever do like immunosuppressant drugs or steroids or anything?
That's the reason why I won't do that, because my fear is that I start taking these immunosuppressants. Yeah, my skin will clear up, but now I'm susceptible to being sick, and like the kids come home with all kind of shit all the time. I barely get what they have, and now if I take that immunosuppressant, I'm putting myself in there, and then with COVID and shit, I just don't think it's the right time to put my body through something like that. Just the risk. Maybe a couple years ago. Before,
well, yeah, that's a trade-off for sure.
That's so like just thinking about what could happen and shit like that. So I'm just very cautious.
If it's not affecting you, then fuck it.
No, that's
ain't
why I'm
doing
like,
nothing wrong. If you feel like you're actually benefiting from it, then hey, more power to you.
Like it gets me because it's on my eyes. That's the shit that irritates me the most. Like I could deal with it being on my elbows and knees and shit. My eyes, you have to look at my face. I can't cover up my eyes,
Oh, does it like affect you in like
Physically, prevent
no,
you
like
from
emotionally?
seeing, or
Like, does it affect you? Like you feel like everybody's watching you? and
Well,
shit?
no. I mean, I'm on camera every day for work, so like I'm talking to people all the time. I mean, we're not face to face, but we're on video,
camera to camera.
Yeah, we're camera to camera, so the imperfections and stuff like that are not going to be shown because the quality of a laptop camera isn't
It's pretty garbage.
great. So like that doesn't bother me, but more like when I take my wife out or something like that and we take pictures and I want to look good for her and shit, and then I look at my picture, I'm like, man, my eyes are fucking flaky and shit. It looks all crazy, like that's the shit that gets me. Not really like talking to people at work and shit like that. It's more of the trying to be out with my wife and shit like that.
Yeah, but I don't think that should affect you though, because
I mean, it really doesn't. Like I don't
think it affects your wife either.
No, it doesn't bother her, and she tries
fucked
it.
up. She fucked up. You know?
Yeah, she got this fucker. Yeah.
Yeah, she done fucked up.
Sorry.
She goes,
We are all our own worst critics.
we
for
are.
sure.
Yeah.
when it comes to that,
I went to a doctor for all this, and they diagnosed me. Hey, you got psoriasis. Here, try these lotions. Right? They gave me 5 different lotions. That shit costs over $100 just for fucking lotions.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
after
most-
your insurance.
Yeah, after my insurance, there was a tube this big, really about that
Are
big.
they like steroid lotions?
Yeah, one of it was a steroid lotion. It was like this big, and they were like, "Oh yeah, put it all over." I'm like, "What this trial toothpaste thing that you gave
Yeah,
me?"
well, like use it twice and then it'll be gone.
Yeah, and
Then
I
you got to come back and get more.
And do you even want to like experience it and see, this is really good, and then realize that you can't afford it and have that
just
taken
like-
away from you?
every
It's like,
month
oh, what the
$35, just to clear up some shit, and I'm like,
It's
and
not
then
worth it.
Yeah, it's just not.
There's other things you can spend that money on too.
dad jokes. This is one edit of this is my second time bringing up Peppa Pig, right? But there was this one.
What was the first time?
No, Peppa Pig is like going to the going shopping with her dad, and she goes, "Daddy, can I get on the shopping cart?" And then he looks at her and he goes, "No, Peppa, you're too big for the you see, I fucked it up. It wasn't the shopping cart. What did they call it overseas? The trolley.
Trolley.
The trolley. It said, "Daddy, can I get on the trolley?" He goes, "No, Peppa, you're too big for the trolley." And she goes, she just opens her face like, "Ah." I can't believe he just said
You know, it'd be
that
really
to me,
funny
man.
if she was shopping in the meat aisle and they were putting pork chops
Oh,
Mm.
some
Daddy, this is
self-reflection.
delicious.
up there.
No, Peppa. You just ate pig.
You just ate your ends.
I've got a couple of really good jokes. I don't know if we want to like save it for next episode
No,
or
go
something.
ahead. Go ahead. Ruin it.
All
All right, I will tell one joke.
right. What you got?
Okay, so a man and his son are walking through the woods, doing what fathers and sons do. He's teaching his kid about life, the world, passing on his wisdom, education, all that good stuff. And suddenly, on their walk, they come across an old Indian man who is sitting on a log, and he's whittling, a wooden figurine or something like that. And the man, he looks at his son and he says, "Look there, son. That is a, member of the Chippewa tribe who are renowned for their wisdom and knowledge. Why don't you go up and ask him a question? See if he'd be willing to pass on some of that knowledge to you." Well, the little boy, he's nervous as all hell, but he, bashfully goes up to the old man and, he kind of stumbles on his words, but eventually he blurts out, "What did you have for breakfast?" Well, the old Indian, slowly puts down his knife and his little figurine. He straightens up and looks at the little boy and he says, "Eggs." And then he goes back to his carving. The little boy is, embarrassed, and he runs back to his dad, and his dad chuckles. And he pats his son on the back, and then they continue on with their walk. Well, many years pass, and the little boy grows up to be a man and has a son of his own. And just like his father did for him, he's taking him through the woods, and he's teaching him about life. And, well, lo and behold, they come across an old Indian sitting on a log whittling a figurine. Now, the man says, "Look there, son. There's a man. He seems to be of the Chippewa tribe who are renowned for their wisdom. Now, when I was your age, my father and I ran into such an individual, and I wasted my chance at that point. But since then, I have studied their ways. I am not going to let this go by a second time." So he, proudly walks up to the old man on the log, and he says, "How?" Well, the old man, he puts down his little knife and his figurine, and he straightens up. And he looks at the man, and he says, "Scrambled."
So it was the same old man.
Well, that's the joke. Yes. Well, I mean, I guess. In this case. He remembered. Yeah. Pretty much. Way to ruin it. Thanks. Well, guys, I think that is our show for the day.
That is our show. I love it. We're gonna get into some dad jokes in our next show. Thanks for hanging out. Like, we appreciate the love that we're getting from all of you. Check us out on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We're gonna be putting out a lot more stuff here very soon. So please check us out, the almosttomorrowshow.com. You can listen to all our stuff there.
We appreciate the support, and we apologize for today's show, but thanks for bearing with us.
Oh, we're cutting that. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Almost Tomorrow Show with Jamie, Mo, and Nathan. Three crazy sons of bitches raising hell. Hey, we hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had fun. We have to get some shut-eye, or we're going to be really hungover tomorrow. And until next time, you can hook up with us on social media. Find us on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook at The Almost Tomorrow Show. Till next time, don't let your meatloaf